Hey, Gorge, welcome back to my podcast, episode two. Woo woo. Anyways, if you're new here, hi, my name is Alex, your local Asian bestie, and yes, I listen to rock music. Yes. Anyways, on this podcast, I talk about anything and everything because it's my podcast, but more importantly, we talk about work-life balance, navigating spaces as a gay man, and I don't know, little stories. I just talk about my week, and hopefully you form a parasocial connection with me because honestly, that's the internet for you. Anyways, yes, I just wanted to ask, how are you? How was your week? What did you do? By the time you're seeing this, it's actually a week after I just released the last episode. Yes. Okay, sorry, like my brain just like turned off for a moment, but hey. Yes, no, yeah, my week was great. Been really productive, been manifesting things, and things have actually happened. Thank the universe. Allah. Anyways, yes. Yeah, what did you do this week? Tell me, reflect. You know what I mean? Now's the time to really like account for all of your personal goals and see like what have you actually done towards them. I'll go first. So personally, I've been applying to jobs left and right because I just want to like move on in life, and I think that's just I'm determined to make that happen. Hence, applying to jobs. Yes, I actually got an interview on Tuesday. It was fab. It's with this little gallery. I'm not gonna name drop because confidentiality. But yeah, it was really fab. Small little business, but also he's been in the industry for a while, and he just needs help with like marketing and advertising and really driving the business through a younger Gen Z lens. And I'm like, hey girl, I'm here. He listened, I answered, and now I have a lunch meeting next Wednesday. Yippee. Yeah, I also had this was so weird. I had an AI interview too with another company. It was for this like executive assistant slash marketing role. This is my first AI interview, and I would never think that would happen to me, but hey, here we are. It was bizarre. I had to answer 6 questions, really specific questions, but I'm pretty sure I knocked it out of the park. I try not to be too cocky. Cock. I try not to be too cocky, but I mean, I tend to like I do better when conversating versus resume paper, if you know what I mean. Like definitely have that zing. Hopefully you do too. Hashtag shout out to the viewer. Hey, girl, you're a star. I said this last podcast too, but I really can't like stop repeating it because like honestly, yeah, okay, let me not go on a tangent. I'm feeling good today. Also, I'm like in an actual outfit today. I'm wearing this Brandy Melville. It's not that sexual. This Brandy Melville Italia top that has this like flag because I feel like every twink needs like a plain white tee that has embroidery or a graphic print that says a country or like a word like Rome. Um, I don't know. You know what I mean? And then I have a matching cap that says mañana. Yes, I'm culture clashing today. Hashtag culture clashing, not pattern clashing, culture clashing. Or is it appropriation? I don't know. Italia, I have this hat that says mañana. Hasta luego. Hashtag español. Um, yo soy albano. Anyways, yeah. I'm wearing jorts because performative male vibes. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out to Rittenhouse probably later today, like for the evening dinner-ish time. Sit in the park, read my book, which I don't even read, but hey, I'm gonna stare at the pages, you know what I mean? Have a matcha in hand. And oh my God, hopefully not eat shit this time. Oh my God, let me tell you guys, this is a really funny story. Okay. This happened around a month ago, but it was during my break, like my lunch break, you know what I mean? It was nice out. And I went to Starbucks, got my little drinkity. I got a matcha. Sorry to the matcha enthusiast, but like I just wanted something quick and like my work is half a block away, not even a full block away from that Starbucks. I was like, okay, I only have 15 minutes. Let me make it count. You know what I mean? Got my matcha. Let me tell you what I was wearing. I was wearing a cute tank top, these long pants. Long is like definitive, like characteristic. Long, stretchy pants. And I was wearing these sunset sneakers. Oh, sorry, I just like doxed myself. If you guys know, then you probably would have figured out where I work. But I'll just say these flat sneakers that have suede on them. So they're a black suede shoe. And the issue with suede and stretchy long pants is they can get caught. And guess what? They got caught. I was walking in their intersection of like Walnut and Rittenhouse, and you know how like that corner, it's really big. It's a really rounded corner. And it's the sidewalk's also pebbled. So like it's grout, pebble, concrete, not normal flat sidewalk. Yeah, so I tripped and I ate shit. I literally got airtime. I tripped for like I was horizontal to the ground, like maybe like a foot off the ground. Matcha in my right hand, Mew Mew bag in on my right shoulder, nothing on my left hand because I'm an idiot. And for some reason, because I wanted to preserve the matcha so bad, I land on my elbow. That's why I have this, by the way. For the people that ha are watching this on video, I have a whole scar on my elbow, scar on my thighs, both my knees. Oh, it was really bad. My wrists too. It was really bad. Yeah. I ate shit, brother. And literally, I went across because, like I said, I don't know if you've been there, but it's a pretty big corner. I made it all the way to the center, like near the entrance of the park from the curb of the pavement. That's crazy. Yeah, I was stumbling for a good 3 to 4 seconds and then got some airtime and then just boom, right into the ground. Mind you, oh, I just shook and the camera just shook. Wow. Mind you, literally at that like elevation to the ground, I could have just rolled as if I'm rolling into bed. But my dumbass was like, oh, I need to save my matcha. Anyways, little story. But yes, anyways, less about that. Let's go back to like the present day about your week. Guess what? I'm gonna implement this thing for every podcast because I'm an impulsive person. Weekly treasure alert. So this is what I got as my weekly treasure. This is the Brooklyn 39 in loved leather. If you're watching, you can see it, but otherwise, like if you're not watching or listening, I'll tell you. It is a black Coach bag, hand tanned to look like there's like patina on the leather. Sturdy. This is my new everyday work bag. You know what I mean? And I got it at a good deal. I got it 20% off. Hashtag hype. And I think this is relatively new. I think retail goes for around 500. Don't quote me on that. But I got it for around 300, which is like hashtag a steal. I don't plan on reselling it. I plan on actually using it, which I did. And I brought it to my interview that I got the job day of. Hashtag not flexing, but hey, you know. But yeah, and also, hey, a little bit. While I have you here, let's do a little what's in my bag. Okay, so this is the bag. I have a little makeup pouch satchel moment. Let me put you down right here. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm sure you can. Yes. Okay, so inside this pouch, this is what I have. I have my sunscreens. I have two. I have Hawaiian Tropic because I'm like coconut girl at heart. And then I have my mineral sunscreen because hashtag say no to cancer, which I maybe shouldn't have said that because that is quite insensitive to people that do have it. Wow, okay, this is getting quite derailed. Okay, let me not talk about cancer on my podcast. Okay. Anyways, I have a deodorant sponge. I have a deodorant sponge. This is great for getting little deodorant marks, random white marks, or really just marks in general on your clothes that are powder based, I guess you can say, or pasty. Yes, helps me get that out. I have a lint roller. It's a mini lint roller. I got it for $1. No, I got it for 50 cents, I think, a Dollar Tree. Yes, really, it comes in handy when, especially like when you're about to like, I don't know, see a guy and you want to look presentable. There you go. I have this hand fan. Very handy for when you're hanging out with friends, with yourself. You just need a little, you just need a little wind. Girl, I got you. Yep. Yep, I got you. Sorry, that was crazy. I have some Tums for the tummy problems. Sometimes, sometimes you got explosive diarrhea. You just gotta subside that, because you're out. There's no bathroom nearby. I also have like a fear of public bathrooms. So whenever there's like a private bathroom, like a handicap, like family restroom, I beeline it. I go right there because I really despise pooping in public and whatever. I have a shoe brush, a suede brush. It's for like, I mean like debris, I guess you can say, but it's good for like making your suede slash leather or things of that sort not nappy. Just in case like, you step into like a puddle of water or like someone splashes some water on your shoes, you're like, shit, because Heike, you gotta react fast. Otherwise it will just mat and become like permanently damaged. You know what I mean? I have a Tide pen for obvious reasons to get any stains out because I'm actually a messy ass bitch. Hello. Hand sanitizer. Yes, some of you people need it. Hashtag claiming ass hands. Hashtag not name dropping anyone, but hey. I have a little compact computer mirror. It's from Glossier. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, anyways, it's cutie. And then I have this is my fragrance currently right now. It's my spring summer fragrance. It's the Mew 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 teen. Ow, ow. I'm a Mew Mew bitch at heart. So like that is just that. It has like floral. I think the head notes are strawberry, but to me it smells like lychee, which I actually like because I'm Asian. Lychee slash strawberry accord. Um Lily of the Valley, middle notes, bit of powder. Base notes are brown sugar, vanilla, and gourmands. So it's a bit not spicy per se, but it's definitely like rich. It's rich in flavor. Girl, oh my God, that just reminded me something. Do you know that one girl? What's her name? Oh my God, Songbird ASMR. I know she gets she, excuse me. I know she really receives a lot of hate online. I love her. I live for her. She's such like just a real like womana, you know? Like recently I've been obsessed with her. Let's go shopping today at our local Walmart. Let's go. If you know, you know. She she's like the white friend that I never knew I had. I don't know how to describe it. And honestly, I just love the way that she like handles the hate and criticism because she actually spins it and makes it into such a positive thing, which I'm a big advocate for. So hey, love her actually. Love her to death. Okay, what else do I have in my bag? I have my wallet, my Louis Vuitton wallet. Hashtag Chris Jenner. If you know, you know as well. I have my this might be a girl. This Vaseline, this cocoa butter Vaseline, shea butter Vaseline, cocoa butter lip theory, cocoa butter lip theory Vaseline. Baby girl favorite thing ever in the entire world. What else do I have? Oh yeah. I always have a little pouch of crystals. So, oh my God, let's like let's go through what these crystals are. Okay, so let me open it. So the first one that I have. It is this, let me see. It's, wait, I'm trying to remember. My brain is like empty. Orange calcite, I believe. It's a more raw mineral. I don't actually know anything about them, but all I know is like the spiritual aspects. It's my cleansing stone, helps me stay, keeps the energy flowing. Bad energy out, good energy in, and it's kind of like a sponge, you know what I mean? Then I have my grounding stone. This is my black agate. Hello. It looks like a stone that you would find on the moon if I was on the moon, but I was never on the moon. I don't know why I just told you that. My grounding stone, it harnesses like confidence, I believe. It's like with my root chakra and just like it literally just like keeps you level-headed and it just like it makes sure that I don't know, you're grounded, you know what I mean? And not crazy. Hey, hey, like me. This is an African epidote in a heart because it's my karmic stone. It's all about energy. Like it's giving like that thing that they say like in like elementary school, like how you want to be treated or like whatever act how you want to be treated. It's very that actually. But it's also used for manifestation, physical manifestation. So with that same like mentality and ideology, manifest good things. Think good things and good things will happen to you. Amen. And last but not least, I have multiple of these. This is my little amethyst. It's my birthstone. Mwah. Hashtag Aquarius, hashtag February, hashtag best sign ever. Hello. My Aquarius, well, I meant my amethyst. It is my clairvoyant slash grounding crystal. It is my end all be all truth be told. It keeps my like head really clear and keeps me down to earth, which is something I need. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, you know. All right, let me close this back up. I also have my keys. ASMR for you. Yeah. And last but not least, hello. It is tarot card reading time. Let's get into it. Okay. This is not staged. I do carry my tarot cards with me everywhere, just in case you need just some perspective or, I don't know, clairvoyance, as they say. So, today, let's do a reading on. Oh yeah, sorry. This is the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot Card deck gifted to me by my friend in eighth grade. Hashtag shout out, Miss L. I'm not gonna say your name. Hopefully this podcast is less boring than the last one. I'm gonna be so real. The last one, I was just mumbling, jumbling, and well, that's because I was tired and also like sick, and also my brain was quite empty. But this time I actually feel inspired. Hashtag rock music. Rock music. Na 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 na. I think I'm hitting my head. The nerve damage is real. Okay, let's do a reading. I think because like I've achieved what I wanted to achieve in this last week. At least, I have long-term goals, of course, which is like become creative director, work in fashion marketing. That's long-term goal. Short-term goal, though, I didn't actually explicitly say it, but of course, short-term goal would be like, I don't know, obtain job in field. That's definitely a stepping stone, you know what I mean? In which I actually did do that. So, yippee, I'm gonna get a cake later and celebrate because life's a celebration. How loud? I think it's a Drag Race quote, but hey. Okay, tarot card reading for the girlies that are getting by in life. It's gonna be similar to last week's, not gonna lie. They know what they want. They're making like progress towards it. And let's do a reading specifically about the outcome of the fruits of your labor, the effort that you put in. Like the more energy you put in, the more energy will come out. This is gonna be a karmic pull. Whoa! Three cards just jumped at me. Okay. Karmic pull to see like what's the outcome, girl? Like with all your hard work that you're doing, are you gonna see the fruits of your labor or no? Or no, girl, or no. Whoa! Okay. I think we have enough cards for sure. I'm gonna take the first three. Okay, okay, let's get into it. Okay, sorry. Okay, it's a lot of reverse cards, which is not a bad thing, remember, not a bad thing. That just means that we have to think introspectively. So, hey, we're talking about self goals and self things. So this is that. Okay. So first we have Seven of Wands in reverse. Wands are all about taking direction, taking initiative. Well, not really initiative, but it shows up when it's time to make a decision. So what I'm seeing in general, because there are actually a lot of wands in this. That's actually, I just lied to you. This is the only wand card. Oopsie, my bad. I'm blind. Well, anyways, yeah. Seven of Wands. So I'll show you right here. It's a guy. He's holding wands. I keep saying wands. I'm gonna start saying wands. It's not gonna sound like a word. But he's like poised and ready to battle almost. But it's reverse. So it seems as though it's like you're ready to like make change. You know what I mean? And hey, aren't we all? Hashtag tired of this BS, like I just want to live my life. This is that moment, and I feel like we're ready to make that decision to just jump into our higher power. Next is Six of Swords in reverse. So here, swords are all about power dynamics, balancing energy, and how you go about doing that. So upright, he's a pensive little guy, swords in the boat. He's just like, I wonder what's next. Reverse. That's you, girl. You're just wondering what's next. You don't specifically have anything in mind. Like, sure, you have like goals, like you're like, oh, I want to work at Dior. But obviously, that's kind of out of your control. You don't actually know if that's going to happen or not. But you're wistful, you're hopeful. And yes, keep it up, girl. That's actually good. Okay, next we have Knight of Swords. Yeah. Knight, take action. It's an action card. Knight of Swords, you are ready to change that power dynamic. You're ready to step your pussy up. As I said last episode, I'm ready to step my pussy up. Are you? Do you know where your pussy is? Hashtag RuPaul. Um, but yeah, be inspired. Be inspired, be courageous. Do you do what is best for your future? This is upright, so it's very much projecting outwards. And like just boss up, girl. And people will see that. You know what I mean? Companies will see that, your interviewer will see that, your friends will see it, your colleagues, yourself will see it, your family, I don't know. But yeah, definitely just like just do. Okay, next we have Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the swords are like stabbing a heart, but I don't really see it as like a negative thing. I see it as like arteries, so like blood is flowing, you know what I mean? So this pole has a lot of swords, just three swords back to back. Wow. Typically Three of Swords in reverse means like there's stagnance, there's like a blockage of some sort. However, I'm trying to think for the dynamic of like the girlies that are like ready to do stuff and they're starting to take action. What does that mean for that? like reading. I'm actually kind of stumped. I guess there's like some self-doubt. I can tell there's definitely some self-doubt in like the actual possibilities and things going in your favor because obviously these things are out of your control. However, with the last couple of cards, you have the control to influence how you present yourself, how you are perceived. I wouldn't say perceived because perception is reality and how they perceive you is reality. So I guess you're doing your darndest to make sure you're showing up. You know what I mean? And I'd say to get out of this rut, probably keep doing it. As a messiah. Hashtag broken record. Hashtag LMAO. Hashtag trying to be inspiring here. Okay, guys? Like, my goodness. Okay, next we have Four of Pentacles. She's in a stasis. Pentacles are all about physical manifestation, manifestation in general, karmic cycles, and just like what you physically have in the world. So she's like, okay, she's also, so she's like, okay, in a stasis. I don't even know. She's like floating. She's standing on two pentacles, pentacle right behind her, like the sun. And then she's like caressing a pentacle and looking at it really intently. So clearly there's something that you have your eye on the prize, clearly, and you know what you want. You're intentional. Keep that. Be intentional, girl. Do not let anyone waste your time. Hello. That applies to life, work, career, relationships, everything. Which is why, girl, you see me, I'm not wasting any time. I'm going right to the point, you know? But yeah, she's definitely coveting that. Not coveting in the bad way, just like holding it high and mighty. You know, she's proud. Proud of what she has, proud of what she's doing, and she's hopeful and wistful for more. Aren't we all? Okay, next we have the world in reverse. So Major Arcana card. So I guess upright. She's a naked woman. Hello. She has humankind, a bull, an eagle, and a griffin. Or a lion. You get the idea. So the world is a card that is all about abundance, possibility, and pretty much just like alignment with the universe. In reverse, though, I mean, hey, introspective. Girl, clearly you're getting aligned. You are definitely trucking along. You're making your way through the crowd into the spotlight, if you know what I mean. Not to sound too like optimistic, but a hashtag positive affirmations, hashtag if you don't believe in yourself, then how are you gonna make it? You know what I mean? As RuPaul said, sorry, I'm gay. I don't know if you can tell. As RuPaul said, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? I'm not religious, but amen. Anyways, next we have another Pentacles. It's a Nine of Pentacles. Hello. So it's a girl in a wine slash grape field. Excuse me. In reverse, I'm not sure you know what that means. All I know is like upright means abundance and just like things are coming your way. It's generally like a positive sign. In reverse though, hmm, it almost seems like there's too much to choose from. There's too many possibilities, and I think maybe you're dreaming a bit too big. Not too big per se, but your expectations are outweighing reality, if you know what I mean. And if you want true abundance and your true like destiny to really find you, you got to reel it back a little bit. And honestly, with this entire reading, that kind of makes sense. And yeah, you know, it's good to be a dreamer, but it's also good to be intentional, like I said. And I feel like now is definitely that time to be intentional and take charge instead of letting like possibility decide your fate. You can influence it yourself. Hashtag you're a star, the work. Yeah. Okay, let me put these away. Anyways, that is your daily tarot card reading. Hopefully you feel inspired. Hashtag Julia. Hashtag I don't know. Girl Interrupted. Hello. I don't know why I said that actually, but also I just thought of that. And Girl Interrupted was such a good book and movie. That was so random, but hey, you know. Anyways, yeah, let's just reflect. Let's reflect. Let's reflect. What have you done towards your goals? You know, really think about that. I want you to like take a moment, journal if you need, write it down your notes. I don't know, write on a sticky note. Tell a friend. What have you done towards your like towards your journey? You know what I mean? Towards the future. Like, do you just want new career? Do you want to start your career? Do you want money? Do you want to hustle more? Like, what do you truly want in this day and age? I mean, clearly, I think I'm projecting. I want a new career and I want money, which is why I just said those things. But I guess everyone can have their own goals. But in general, being your spiritual bestie, what have you done towards that? Be honest. I'm here to grill you. If you've been lazy on your ass playing video games all day, that's fine. But also like maybe do something, especially if you're like yearning for change, make that happen, girl, because you have self-agency. You're like a sentient human being. And like I really like can't reiterate that enough. Like, girl, you got this. You know what I mean? Don't give up. Even though like rejection, hey, I hear no's all the time. But you know what I keep doing? I keep going. You know why? Because I mean, honestly, in my eyes, they're missing out. And as my dear friend said, oh my gosh, this just reminded me. As my dear friend said, her name's Grace. Shout out to Grace. Get your friend. Yeah, wow, that was not English. Get yourself a friend like Grace. She's just the most inspiring human being. She's my Julia. You know what I mean? She's my good Judy, you know. But she told me once that you are the prize. And honestly, I've been like carrying that statement everywhere, like through my interviews, through my relationships, through my everyday life. You are the prize. You know why? Because I mean, hey, you're the star of your own story. And like, that's that. You know what I mean? If people try to devaluate you, that is them. You, you are the prize. Shout out at Grace Zweitzig on Instagram. Follow her. She's fab. You need a friend like that, you know. Anyways, yeah. That's kind of that. Low-key, this podcast is gonna be short and sweet. I'm about to go out to Rittenhouse, like I said. I'm just gonna like kiki around, hopefully find a man. Hello. Yeah, I've been man hunting. I've been like looking for more sugar daddies, you know. Um, because I'm trying to get my money up and in unhinged ways. Speaking of unhinged, guys, please tell me what are unhinged ways to make money? I currently, okay, let me continue talking, I guess, because I guess I'm not ready to wrap up. No, yeah, I have like a mountain of clothes. It's not a mountain, it's actually in plastic trash bags and boxes. Mountain of clothes in the corner of my room. I'm staring at it right now through the reflection of my mirror. Um, it's been sitting there taunting me. I'm slowly going through it, putting on my Depop, hashtag follow my Depop at Alex's shopping addiction. Shop my closet. Cause girl, I need money. Yeah, cause I also cut back hours at my retail job. I probably shouldn't have done that, but also like I do want more time to focus on myself, you know what I mean? And also like I'm grateful enough and fortunate enough to have the luxury of choice. Can we talk about that? Luxury of choice. Oh my gosh. There are so many people, and I recognize this. There's some people that aren't as privileged, I will say. And there's some people that I know I think I said last episode like, oh, you don't have to be trapped, but I take that back because sometimes given the situation, the context, you kind of are trapped because there's always like extenuating circumstances, you know what I mean? So I apologize for that. I don't think I anyone really like had a bone to pick with that, but I will like be the first to say I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Oh, isn't that like a Justin Bieber song? So, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, yeah, yeah, I'm really fortunate to actually have the choice of luxury of choice and be able to just work on myself. But like I said, everyone that doesn't have the opportunity, please keep trucking. It only gets better. You might be at rock bottom. Girl, I was at rock bottom, but it only gets better. Girl, keep trucking, girl, keep trucking. Where did I get that from? I got that from Charlie XCX in Brittany Broski's Royal Court. She said, keep trucking. That was her advice to the people. No, I keep trucking, girl. Hello. Anyways, yeah, no, yeah, besides Depop, I'm trying to get into my photography game. Hello. Before throughout the semester, like last semester, I was quite apprehensive because like I was never that confident in my photography. But honestly, like it doesn't hurt to try. Like I'm just gonna keep doing it until I get better. You know what I mean? So I made a photography page. Hashtag follow. This episode has a lot of plugs in it. You know what I mean? Follow slash see at Alex Does Modeling on Instagram. My bookings and services website is listed there. I do everything from commercial photography, personal branding, I say commercial, corporate photography, events, fashion, specifically fashion. I have an extensive background in that. Um, and I also take headshots, comp cards, and the whole one too for really cheap compared to other places. And also like I'm a Gen Zer, so like I'm gonna be fun. I mean, hey, you're listening to this right now. I'm a fun person. I'm not like a weirdo that says, okay, take off your bra. No, because I'm a gay man and I don't care about boobs. I've probably seen more nipples than like, well, wow, that sounds weird. Okay, let me not even go there. Anyways. Anyways, yeah, I think it's time to go. Okay, I'm like really rambling. Yes. Anyways, yes. Thank you so much for watching my podcast. This is episode 2. I don't know what I'm gonna title it. Yeah, but I guess I'm just gonna title it like "How are you?" I don't know, something candid, something chill, something down to earth. Um, yeah, you know what I mean? But yes, if you guys want to hear more, please do follow, like, subscribe the whole one too. Follow the page at Hey Gorge Podcast on Instagram and at Hey Gorge Pod on TikTok for little clips, funny moments, memories, the whole nine yards. You know what I mean? Everything above. All the above, not everything above. Who says that? Anyways, yes, comment what you want to hear me talk about next, and hopefully I'll talk about it next time. Anyways, yes, until next time, bye, Gorge.